The mysterious forest of Yoshpet. The entrance has been sealed by the Yoina crest. They did that to protect it from the monsters in these parts. That forest originally had its own power that kept them away. But I wonder if Yoshpet has lost its power now. After all, no one is safe from evil in its land now. Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Okami. Last time, we explored the base of the Ezafuji Mountains in Kamui Ezafuji, gathering stray beads and upgrading Power Slash to Power Slash 3, as well as learning of the origins of the Ark of Yamato, which has crashed into this into Laochi Lake. Sometimes called the Lake of Demons. New enemy here, the something or other is... I am good at this game, at remembering things and researching things beforehand, but I forgot that to do that, pretty much. Yeah. One thing I should mention, if you hit C while you use your sub-weapon with Z, on the Wii version obviously, I was talking about, you can still charge your glaive weapon, which is pretty interesting. These things are a lot like the red and blue ogres we met over on Oni Island. They still have the mask, the masks can still be broken off with Power Slash when they are tired. We have the full finisher, it's fire, so that's good. I was gonna say we don't have it, but I didn't want to say anything. And I realize where we don't have sun fragments now for one. Well, I knew one of them. I don't even know why I said what I said before, where it was the last one we got through exploration, to make any sense. So that's good. I'm glad I'm an idiot. If you're a little squeak, that was the Wii remote jacket going squeaking. I didn't realize it made funny noises. The Eastern Forest. The ancient people of Kamui dubbed it Yoshpet. It means consuming forests in their ancient language. They say the forest will swallow you up if you lose your way. Kai said she'd be waiting for us here. I wonder where she is. Well, that's not Kai, but it's Waka. Why Amaterasu? Bah, not that half-baked prophet again. What are you looking for now, Mashiri? I'm still looking for you-know-what, but this cold sure is making it difficult. Like we really care, pretty boy. If you're gonna be dogging our tracks like this, you better tell us who you really are. Who I really am? Well, that's right. I mean, we already know that you're up to no good. Excusez-moi, but I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just looking for a certain path. You could say I'm a seeker of the eternal heavens. Aha! Now I know where you keep babbling on about a path to the heavens. You're planning a wolf murder. Then you'll take Ami's place in heaven. Huh? And by that look, I take it I hit the nail on the head. That also explains why you keep turning up wherever we go. A path to the heavens? Bah! More like a highway to you-know-where. You misunderstand me, my little friend. The path to the heavens I seek is not a vulgar thing such as that. My pathway to the heavens slumbers here in the land of Kamui. I seek a heavenly ark. A heavenly ark? That's right. In Kamui there is a ship of iron, locked in ice. I can sense it now. It is almost within my grasp. You two know this, do you not, Amaterasu? Hey, leave Furball out of this. Well, I must bid you adieu. No need for any prophecies this time. However, an iron ark buried in ice. Anyway, here's Kai. I've been waiting for you, Amaterasu. Did you know that Yoshpet means consuming... We were just told this! It is said that those who lose their way here can never escape. Even the monsters try to avoid the place as much as they can. Our tribe has long been entrusted with protecting this forest. That's why the entrance is sealed with the Uena crest. Recently, however, the forest's power has been weakening, so it's hard to know what might be waiting for us inside. But if we can make it deep inside the forest, we'll come to a special place. It's a secret place that humans can never reach. I had something of a connection with the place when I was small. That's why I know the way. Right, Isun? There's a chance that Lika might be there. We're all depending on you, Amaterasu. Well, it's time to begin our expedition into the forest. Run as fast as you can. Are you ready to go? Of course. Let me warn you first. Do not underestimate this forest, okay? The tree pond here has the power to confuse beasts. We Uena can't stay in here long, and I doubt you can either. None of us want to get lost in the blizzard and die out here. So make sure you follow me and don't fall behind. So Yoshpet's sort of like a maze, but not really. O spirits of the air, earth, and sea, protect us with your divine powers. I wouldn't say it's a maze, because a maze would imply you can really get lost. You can't really get lost in Yoshpet. Now, most of the time in Yoshpet, I go out of my way, really, to get treasures and such, and to bloom all these trees. Blooming all the trees doesn't really get you anything specifically, but I like doing it anyway. Now, there are little orbs throughout the area that will give you plus however much time. I don't know if it's always 30. If it's anything like the digging games, the times can vary depending on the situation, or just depending in general, really. Now, there's a lot of corrupted trees here, I guess is the best word for these. Corrupted trees, I wouldn't say polluted, but yeah, corrupt is probably just the best word for them overall. Again, I don't think you get really a reward like you did in Taka Pass. I thought I bloomed this one. Wait, I did. What one just threw something at me? There's a lot of these trees, and it can get kind of disorganized when there's a million of them. Which ones you have and haven't bloomed, because they're all going to be throwing stuff at you. Golden Ink Pot is definitely suggested here for blooming all the trees, as well as cutting these chest open grants. You could just tackle them using power slashes quite a bit faster. Now, you don't have to race Kai, like, it's not a race right now. She'll, wait for you. But, you do want to keep up, because you do only have so much time. Now, if you do run out of time, Kai will simply carry you back to the entrance, and you'll get to restart. You don't get a game over, you don't have to restart the game or anything, or from the save point. You just restart from the beginning of Yoshpet. So don't really worry about spending a lot of time in here. I usually do, and 9 times out of 10 of my playthroughs, I do run out of time initially and have to restart, because I'm too busy getting treasure and blooming all these trees, because I want all the free praise and I want all the free yen. So if you do run out of time in here, your first playthrough, I run out of time in here on my 80th playthrough, so it's not really unheard of to not reflect it properly. That's nice. Now, at some points in Yoshpet, there will be branching paths where you can go left or right. If you've ever played an adventure game, you know you want to go on the false path first, to see if there's any goodies down that path, and Kai will always lead you to the right path, as will these arrows, but we're gonna ignore them because we want to see what's down the other paths. Usually it's just treasure, but maybe you will find some more worthwhile things, like this cat's eye tassels. That's a kind of weird name. Not as weird as some other names in like some other games, like Bravely Default. Well, actually, Bravely Default has some fairly normal names overall for their items compared to most RPGs, but some RPGs have really weird names for their items and collectibles, which is cool. This area, the second part of Yoshpet, has falling icicles, which can freeze you, and you can just go ahead and use I guess I don't need these fire bursts. Maybe I do. You can just use fire bursts to unfreeze yourself and also freeze the thing. Generally, that'll give you health back, so you don't have to worry about really losing health. They also throw holy bones at you, apparently, so you can just heal yourself quickly. These icicles are pretty predictable, but I, for some reason, always have trouble avoiding them, and I have no idea why, because they are fairly predictable with the shadows. Like, I don't know why I ran into that one. That one had already landed. This is like Mushroom Kingdom U in Smash 4, 5, Smash Wii U, whatever you want to call it, where the icicles are actually kind of predictable, but it's hard to pay attention to them when you're also paying attention to 80 other things, like the match, or navigating the area, which I guess navigating the area actually includes the icicles. So I don't have any excuse in this game. Smash, that's one thing, but this game, not really. And it's this area where I again say, I wish the water tablet gave you full control on ice, or at least, you know, control like you would have had on land, because trying to platform when ice kind of takes away most of your momentum is kind of difficult and somewhat annoying. Now again, they never really force you onto ice much in this game, as I just fall into it then. Very rarely are you really forced to platform on ice. What happened there? Why did he get stunned? Maybe because I set him on fire? I don't know, man. I just accidentally knocked it back. I've really got no idea. But whatever, it works. So that's cool. Now, okay, this is an issue with Okami's HUD, where I get frozen. Where I get frozen again. Wow. Can I finish my sentence? Where the fruit you get will cover up the bloody things, the praise. So you can't really tell how much praise you're getting. These trees don't give you much, like 3. But still, like, it's sort of annoying. I'd like to know for sure how much I'm getting. And since when you bloom trees, you also get fruits, you see the issue here. Etched glass. Right, well, that's a thing. Now, I swear I missed something here. I'm gonna go back and check a little bit. But, I obviously can't waste too much time. Well, okay, I missed this chest right here. Yep. There we go. That's what I thought. Near the end of the second section is a stray bead. I thought it was at the end of the wrong path, but obviously it was only etched glass. But right before the branching path is a stray bead. So we only have one more area to go through. This one's pretty easy because you get fire and you can just melt the snowballs with it. And of course I still get hit because I'm a fucking idiot. You also of course have fire burst, which you can just create a fireball in front of you and melt all the snowballs. Unfortunately, the snowballs patterns are kind of unpredictable and I don't understand how they roll. Like, why did that one suddenly take a sharp 90-degree turn? And also we're really running out of time here. Which, granted, isn't really that big of a deal. We don't have that much of the area left overall, and I'm still getting frozen. You could probably hear me spinning the analog stick. That's something I never liked about the Wii's analog stick. It always seemed louder than the GameCube. Maybe it's just nostalgia, and I don't remember how loud the GameCube's analog stick really is. Or maybe the GameCube one just makes a more pleasant noise or something. I don't know, but the Wii's analog stick always bothered me with how clacky it could be. And it's not like a pleasant clacky, it's just like it's a clack. It's on a GameCube where it's like relaxing. Also, there's time that I need to get that. Maybe I'm just, nostalgia fanboying over the GameCube, and sort of in general, even its controller. But to be fair, the GameCube is the best controller, like, ever. At least out of a Nintendo console. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna argue, if besides maybe, like, the SNES controller, that the GameCube is not the best Nintendo controller. I mean, I'm sure there's a few people, like, I know some people don't like how small it is, and will argue, like, I don't know if anyone's gonna argue the N64 controller. Even though I don't personally mind the N64 controller, I would never say it's the best controller they ever made. It's kind of just awkward to use nowadays. I don't mind it. The analog sticks just wear out, and that's my main issue with the N64 analog sticks, or N64 controllers. Else we're gonna run out of time. So I guess I'll cut back here when we do. At least we got a Katani pottery. Too bad we're gonna die. That sucks. Amaterasu, are you alright? Thank goodness, you'd have frozen to death if I wasn't around. Please try harder, Amaterasu. Right, well, we'll cut back to that area of Yoshpet. Okay, so here we are. You can see how much time you can have left if you don't have all the trees to bloom and don't have treasure to get. Treasure. I'm really tired. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce things. In fact, we really haven't lost time at all. We basically still have 5 minutes. Yoshpet is not a difficult area if you're not doing all that. In fact, if I hadn't gotten frozen at all coming up to this point, I probably would have 5 minutes right now. That's how... Yoshpet's not really a dangerous area unless you're going for everything. And they're smart for putting a ton of crap in here, because that's the only thing that makes it difficult. As I said, I usually run out of time here on my first run-through of Yoshpet. I feel no regrets about that. I get a ton of free yen and praise. Like, I care about having to restart and go through, like, 6 minutes of Yoshpet again. Who cares? I'm getting, like, tons of yen from this and tons of praise. Anyway. At the end of the third path, take the wrong path to the exit and dig up the chest at the end of that dead end to get a stray bead. Another one. Always nice. So there's 2 stray beads in Yoshpet. The third one, the last one, then, we cannot get quite yet. Actually, you can't get it for a good while. But don't worry, we will get it. This is a 100% playthrough after all. Here we are. It's been a while since I was last here, so I'd wondered if I'd make it. You know, after all this time, it hasn't changed a bit. Amaterasu, this place is Yoshpet's little secret. Welcome to Ponc'tan, home of the Punkles. I'm sure Isin will tell you a lot more about it. Ugh. Anyway, Kamuy sensed Lika's presence here, right? If we don't find her before the Day of Darkness begins, and she doesn't perform the volcanic incantation, Kamuy will freeze over for good. We're really counting on you, Amaterasu. Right, well, there's a lot of animals in this area I do want to go ahead and feed because there is a lot of praise to be gotten. You know, again, basically, well, not free praise because you have to pay 500 yen for each feed bag. You can get 500 yen at this point, not really anything. You can get that from like 0.5 of a battle, really. Like 500 yen is nothing to worry about. You can get that from like breaking a couple vases, really. It's not a big deal. Now, Ponc'tan. We're not going to enter the home this episode. Isun doesn't seem too reluctant, or Isun rather seems pretty reluctant to head in there, really. He does not want to go into Ponc'tan. He is a Punkle. We heard that, I believe, from Oki before. For whatever reason, Isun does not want to go back to his home. Maybe there's more than one Punkle village, and this is just one of them, and maybe he's like the rival tribe of the Ponc'tans, but I don't know. It's just... this place hasn't changed a bit. Ami, the Punkle village Ponc'tan is in this tree stump. Too bad you're so big. I'm sure you'd like to go in there and chat with the locals. Luckily, we have the lucky mallet. Hey, isn't that... Yeah, it's the lucky mallet. What's it doing here? Don't tell me it wants to repay you for your kindness. Who knew tools could be so loyal? I guess you could visit Ponc'tan if you were smaller. Well, Furball, you gonna go in or what? I'll pass for now. You read my mind, Ami. Not so much because I don't want to go in, but because I'm gonna end the episode here. Next time, guys, we head into Ponc'tan. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. This place is really pretty, by the way, and contrasts beautifully with like the snow-covered Kamui, this grassy knoll in between all of the other doom outside that we can see. It's just, you know, we have all these trees, and then we have these like all this plant life and these animals and these blooming, well, now blooming trees. It really is just a beautiful area of the game. Anyway, yeah, that's part something of a kind. 54, 54. I don't know if it's 54. I hope it's 54. I hope it's kind of hope. Anyway, see you guys next time on Let's Play Okami.